Alright, so today we're going to show you how to install the graphic card, the RAM stick, the hard disk. So before you start to take out the components of a PC, it is important to remember a few tips and tricks. First off, you want to make sure that the PC is disconnected from any power supply so that you would not get electrocuted or you might spoil the components. So make sure the cable is plugged off. As you can see, there's nothing that could harm this PC or you. Next up is you need a few tools such as the round head screwdriver and a flat head screwdriver, but mostly you'll be using a round head screwdriver. And the sizes for the screws might vary, so be prepared with different screw heads. Now I'm going to show you the basic parts of a PC. We'll start off with the most important part, which is the processor, which is under this fan and this metal grates. The fan and the metal grates help the processor to cool down. And next is I'll show you the power supply, which is over here. That's our power supply. And also we have our DVD readers, which are over on this side. And the motherboard is the golden circuit you can see all over, and the bus lines are the black lines you can see on the motherboard. As you can see, that is the RAM stick, and we're now going to open the RAM stick.
This is the RAM stick.
This is the RAM stick. Now we're going to show you how to remove the hard disk. So you just open up these screws over here and you unplug these cables and it should slide right out. And so we have our hard disk. Now we're going to show you how to take off the graphic card. To open the graphic card, there is a barrier here you have to unscrew to make sure you can release the graphic card from its slot. Damn awkward way. And that is the graphic card. So now we are going to start assembling all these components, starting with the graphic card. So to put back the graphic card, we have to slot it back in its place and to tighten up that lever and screw it back on to the side. After that, we cover up back this barrier with the two screws. Okay, now we are going to assemble back the hard disk into its slot. We start by connecting the SATA line to its port. And after that, we assemble it back to its slot and then tighten the screws tight. The last component that we are going to put back in its place is the RAM stick. And the RAM stick is easy to put back. You just have to slot it back into its slot and pull up the levers to tighten it. And you push up those two tabs on its sides. And there you have it. So after you have finished installing your components, there's a few things you want to make sure you've done correctly. And so to start off with, you want to make sure your cables are connected correctly and properly. And the screws, tightening the hard disk is tight. The other screws involved with the graphic card also. And next you want to make sure that your graphic card and your RAM stick is connected properly, which means this lever is closed tight and it doesn't wiggle around, to make sure the connection is solid. And same goes with the hard disk.